Hi, I'm Janet, and this is Rebecca. We're from Soma Pilates in Redmond, Washington, and we are going to give you some quick exercises to increase your dorsiflexion by foam rolling. So the first thing we are going to do is we are going to foam roll our calves. So I'm going to have Rebecca do, and she has tender calves, so she has chosen a soft foam roller because that works best for hers. You could choose a more firmer tool if that's more appropriate for your body. We'll put your legs up on top, just below the kneecap. So a little higher. So you want to be very careful when you're rolling to not get into the space right behind the knee. There's a lot of exposed blood vessels and nerves back there, and it's not a good idea to roll over them. Okay, so we have a couple of choices. We can keep your butt on the ground and just scoot back down, and you want to go all the way to the Achilles tendon there at the heel, and then coming back forward. So she's doing a short range there, and once she's done that a few times, you can go out, you can lift your feet up, you can move the roller, and then you can get the bottom half, going all the way to that calcaneus on the bottom of the heel. So this is a gentle version that doesn't put a lot of body weight. We'll go back up to the top there. The next version, and actually I'm going to change it down more to the calcaneus based on where you are seated. Next option, she could lift her butt up into the air. So this will also add some shoulder stability and some abdominals. And then from there, she can push herself forward and walk her hands if she needs to. So now her entire body weight is going on the roller, and that's going to make it a little bit more intense. Yeah. And then come back in, setting that butt down. Another option, you can cross the ankle over. And then you have all the body weight on one side. So again, that would increase intensity. She can again keep the butt down, or she could lift up. Okay. Other nice fun things we can do, you can uncross. We'll go back up to the top of the calf. You could add a cross fiber action by rotating the legs in and out. So she can hold at that position. And then when she's ready, move it down a little bit. And then do at that next location. And she could continue all the way down, again, getting to that calcaneus in the heel, inch at a time. Again, depends how much time you want to do this. If you don't have a lot of time, do them in big chunks. If you want to spend a lot of time, you can do little small movements there. So that's going to get the gastrocnemius and the soleus of the calf, which is going to affect, again, the mobility in the ankle. Next thing we're going to want to get is her tibialis anterior here on the front of her shin. So we're going to have you flip over Rebecca. And then we're going to get into quadruped position and make sure that roller is just below the kneecap. We do not want to roll on our kneecaps. Again, delicate area. So the tibialis anterior is not like right in the center of the leg. It's a little bit on the outside. So I recommend turning the legs in a little bit wider. Yeah. So that you can put the pressure on the muscle, not just right on that shin bone. Now from here, she can use her core muscle and just pull her knees in towards her chest so it rolls along there. And this can be tender for a lot of people. So again, I recommend start with a soft tool. Definitely do not start with something super hard on this one. You can also do it with a ball as well if that's a better choice for you. And good. Now, last thing we're going to do, we're going to use the half foam roller. After we've done all that release work, it's kind of important to add some dorsiflexion to actually get the stretch. So we've released the muscles. Now we want to get some length to them. So have you put your left foot, toe on the roller, heel on the ground. She's going to send her hips forward. And if it's comfortable, you can take your right leg forward beside that roller, just to help give you some place to send the hips forward until you get a nice stretch. So this is a gastrocnemius stretch. And if you can kind of look, you can actually take the other leg out of the way a second, on how much dorsiflexion we're getting in her foot. So that would definitely give her a stretch there. And then step your weight all the way back. Now let's bend that left leg. And now with that left leg bent, she can again take her other leg forward a little bit. And keeping the knee bent. And twist you there, Rebecca. Good. Sending those hips forward and square. So this will stretch the soleus a little better. We have a soleus stretch and a gastrocnemius stretch. And of course, you would have to go around and do the other side as well. Thank you very much for watching. For more information, please go to our website, somapilatesredmond.com, where we have lots of great classes, and workshops for teachers.